like to give you a little bit of an overview about the general procedures you can expect to encounter during the litigation process. In the litigation process, the courts have rules of civil procedure that govern the conduct of the litigation and, if necessary, the conduct of the trial. When a creditor refers a matter to counsel for collection, it's important that the creditor understand the court's procedures and that the creditor is an important part of the litigation process. Let's talk about each of the steps of the litigation process, beginning with the preparation of the pleadings. The creditor's input is needed for the drafting of the initial complaint and to review the complaint for completeness and accuracy of the facts that are averred in the complaint. If the defendant contests the lawsuit, affirmative defenses or even a counterclaim may be filed by the defendant. The creditor's input is needed to respond to the factual allegations made in the affirmative defenses or the counterclaim, and assign a verification attesting to the truth and accuracy of the factual averments in the creditor's response to those pleadings. After the pleadings are closed, there will be a period for discovery and possibly depositions. The creditor's assistance will be needed in responding to the opposing party's written discovery, which could include a response to a request for production of documents, which could be a very time-consuming and tedious process for the creditor. A creditor's representative may also be required to testify at a deposition scheduled by the opposing party. The creditor's input may be required to identify third-party witnesses who have knowledge of the transaction which is the subject of the lawsuit and who should be deposed. Following discovery, if the case is not settled or otherwise decided by summary judgment, a trial will be necessary. Whether it's arbitration, non-jury, or jury trial, creditor representatives will be needed to testify at trial, and it could be multiple witnesses from the creditor. Any representative or employee of the creditor who may have knowledge of the particular issues raised in the case could be called as a witness and will have to come to court to testify. Generally, litigation is going to follow the procedures that I have described, which is the preparation of the pleadings in which the creditor's input is necessary, discovery or depositions in which creditor involvement is also necessary, and then a trial following the completion of discovery. And once again, the creditor's involvement and participation will be necessary. During these various procedural stages, as you can see, the creditor's input, involvement, and active participation is not only important, it is imperative. The creditor is a partner in the litigation process. Hopefully you've come away with a better understanding of the litigation procedure and process, and thank you very much for listening.
In summary, when creditors refer matters to counsel for collection, they should expect to be involved throughout each phase of the litigation process. First, there is the preparation of pleadings, which include: fact input is needed from the creditor when drafting and approving the complaint. With the affirmative defense and/or counterclaim, the creditor must admit or deny the allegations made by the debtor. If denied, set forth the creditor's version of the facts. In the discovery and deposition phase, the creditor must help counsel respond to the opposing party's written discovery. A representative of the creditor may be required to testify at a deposition. And the creditor may need to help identify third-party witnesses for deposition and trial. In the circumstance that a trial is necessary, creditor representatives with knowledge of the case will be needed to testify at trial. In general, it is important to remember that the creditor should expect to be a partner in the litigation process.
We hope you have enjoyed this episode of the 5-Minute Legal Master series, where expert, board-certified attorneys help you master today's important legal topics.